What's up everyone, Nicholas Veinoglou here. Today I'm hanging out with Guitar Center and we're checking out the all-new Fender Tone Master Pro. A little bit about me, I'm a touring guitar player and producer here in Los Angeles, and the Tone Master Pro is a really awesome tool for me to use in my career. So at a high level, this is a really well-built, super powerful, and really easy to use guitar effects workstation. I was really surprised with how intuitive the controls were. I'm not the most tech-savvy guy out there, and I was able to really quickly and easily get some awesome sounding tones out of this thing. The controls are surprisingly simple to use. We have a really intuitive touchscreen, and the cool thing too is these foot switches also double as a rotary switch, so you can just turn them like a knob on a pedal. So outside of that, there's also a ton of other cool, great features in this thing. We have a really powerful built-in looper that super cool, allows you to change presets and sounds while you're looping, so you can really build like a full song here. As a gigging guitarist, one of my favorite features on this thing is the song and setlist modes. It's a really quick and easy way for me to organize all my sounds and instantly recall them throughout my set. Another great thing is we have plenty of ins and outs for all of your performing and recording needs. We got 4 effects loops. 2 of them are going to be optimized for impedance sensitive fuzz or overdrive pedals. We have MIDI, we have USB-C, Bluetooth connectivity, expression pedal. There's also a super simple to use Mac and PC app, so you can edit all your presets, load in third-party IRs, save your favorite sounds in the cloud, and swap tones with your friends. So before we dive into the tones, let's check out what gear I'm using. Here I'm running a Fender JV Mod HSS Strat plugged into the Tone Master Pro. Now you'll see behind me I have 2 Tone Master FR cabinets. They are full range, flat response powered speakers, and they're available in a 10 and 12-inch configuration. I'm just using these powered speakers for monitoring in the room. You're hearing the direct sound from the actual Tone Master Pro. So now let's see how this thing sounds. I've dialed up a really simple clean tone. At the heart of it, we have this 65 Deluxe reverb. Let's hear how it sounds. So I was really surprised with this clean tone because it really was articulate and responded to my touch much like a real amp would. Now I do want to add a little bit more reverb, so let's go in here. I'm just going to use the reverb that's built into this amp here. Let's bring it up to about 8 and see how that sounds. So as you can hear, the spring reverb really maintains its integrity as if it was just an analog spring reverb attached to the amp. So let's check out one more clean tone here. I'm actually going to kick on an overdrive in this signal chain, and I'm also going to bring that reverb back down a little bit. So let's see how that sounds. So you can see just how dynamic and real these pedal settings feel, right? You could see me adjusting the gain and the tone with these little rotary encoders here. It's a very natural feel, and it's just as responsive as an analog pedal. It's super cool what a wide variety of tones we get out of that one clean channel just by adding a simple overdrive and adjusting the reverb on the amp. So now let's pull up a slightly gainier sound. Here I've dialed up the preset Summer of Jimmy, which we all know what kind of sound that's going to give us. Let's check it out. So really interesting tone here, right? We have this universe vibe on. Let's hear what it sounds like with that off. And then I'm also going to head over to the amp itself here, and let's try adjusting a couple of the knobs here as well. So again, super responsive, just like the real thing, right? You can see as soon as I start pushing those volumes, the front end of that amp, it's really going to start reacting with a lot more gain and a lot more punch. But if I lay off on my right hand for some of those double stops, you see that it almost cleans up a little bit. So it's very articulate to your touch. So now I've pulled up a much higher gain preset here. We have the EVH 5150 amp, which is an absolute screamer. And I want to take this time to show you foot switch mode, which basically turns this whole unit into a literal pedal board. So here I could just turn my delay on or off. I've actually assigned my flanger to be a momentary push. So if I'm doing some crazy solo and I just want to add it into some certain areas for a little dynamic boost, boom, we can do that there just with a simple press and push. So let's hear it. So as you can hear, this thing is an absolute screamer and solo shredding machine. It's also the only officially licensed model of the 5150 on the market. Another really cool feature here is we can select a different mic for our cab. So we can change the position, we can change the distance, and we can change the actual mic. Let's see how that sounds. I'm going to turn the delay off so that you can really hear what is going on with these different mics here. So here's the mic interface. So right now we're on an SM7B, but let's hear how this sounds, and then I'll cycle through all of the rest of the mics so that we can hear the difference. So here's the SM7. Now we have the SM57. Now we have the RE20. Let's check out one more. Here we have the Ribbon R121. Now, I really like the sound of this Ribbon mic, so let's adjust the distance and the position of this microphone on the actual cab. So now let's move the mic about 5 inches away from the cone, and then we'll also move it off axis. Let's see how that sounds. So we have some really great stereo effects in our arsenal here. So let's swap out this delay for a stereo ping pong. So earlier we were talking about using the looper. So let's actually dive into that right now. The cool thing about the loop here is I can actually go through completely different presets or my favorite sounds to really build a cool sounding loop. Now, to be totally honest, I really haven't used a loop pedal since I was like in high school. It's been years. And this thing is so easy and user-friendly. It inspires me to want to continue to start looping a little bit more. And I love the integration of the multiple tones that you can get just by simply clicking through your own presets. Now, another great feature is song and setlist mode. Now, this is what I would use as a touring and gigging guitar player. The great thing here is I can organize an entire set list for the night, and each song I can have all of my presets on it. So here I have Blues Jam 1. I have a different sound for the intro, the verse, and the chorus. Maybe I throw a solo tone on there, and then Boom, we go right into the next song. I have no time to think about it. Click next song. Now I have all of my tones for the next song, Blues Jam 2. Again, verse, chorus, solo, ready to go, ready to rock. Now, as we mentioned earlier, we have a really extensive set of I/O options on the back. We have 4 full effects loops. So I'm going to bring in the new Fender Shields Blender, which is a really awesome fuzz pedal. And as we all know, fuzz pedals can tend to be a little bit finicky with which gear they like to be plugged into. Now that we have everything hooked up, I actually put the effects loop on a switch so you can hear the difference when I kick on that fuzz. So as you can see, this thing is an absolute powerhouse, and there's so many more features to explore. If you want to learn more about the Fender Tone Master Pro or these FR cabinets, head over to guitarcenter.com, give a call to one of their expert gear advisors, or just pop into one of your local GCs and try it out for yourself.